Hello students, this is the last online lecture in the series of lectures from Human Reproductive System. In today's lecture, I will discuss the topic Physiology of Contraception. Physiology of contraception will cover the topic female contraceptive methods and male contraceptive methods. Contraception means to prevent pregnancy. The main aim of contraception is family planning. Family planning is necessary to have a control on the increase in population growth of the world. Certain contraceptive methods are important to prevent the sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS. Contraceptive methods are also recommended in certain cases to control the stress of pregnancy and childbirth on the women who are suffering from certain diseases like heart diseases. The methods of contraception can be broadly grouped as spacing methods and terminal methods. Both the types are available for use by females as well as males. So let us first discuss the female contraceptive methods. The first type of female contraceptive method is spacing method. Spacing methods, as the name suggests, are to increase the gap between two pregnancies. These include rhythm method, barrier methods, chemical methods, and intrauterine contraceptive devices or IUCDs. First spacing method is the rhythm method. It is also called as calendar method or safe period method. This method of contraception depends on the time of ovulation. How does this method works? You know that in a normal woman, ovulation occurs on the 14th day of her menstrual cycle, and after ovulation, ovum is viable or alive for 48 to 72 hours. Sperms can remain viable in the female genital tract after ejaculation for only 24 to 48 hours. Thus, pregnancy can occur only if coitus is performed during this period, that is, few days before and after ovulation. This fertile period is also called as dangerous period. The rest of the cycle, that is 5 to 6 days after bleeding phase of menstrual cycle and 5 to 6 days before the next cycle, is safe period. The advantage of safe period method is that it uses no chemical or complicated devices and is free of cost. But the disadvantage is that it is an unreliable method when menstrual cycles are irregular in a female. The next spacing method is barrier methods. Barrier methods prevent the meeting of ovum and sperm after coitus. These include mechanical barriers, chemical barriers, and combined barriers. Example of mechanical barriers are diaphragm and cervical caps. These devices are inexpensive and usually do not require any medical consultation. But the disadvantages are that the failure rates are high due to chances of displacement of the device. Also, it may cause cervicitis and irritation in few women. The chemical barriers refer to spermicidal agents which can destroy the sperms when applied in the female genital tract after coitus. These spermicidal agents are available in various forms like tablets, pastes, creams, jellies, and vaginal sponges. The brand name today is best example of a vaginal sponge available in the market. Its disadvantage is that they are messy to use and may cause local irritation and burning. Next is combined methods, where mechanical barriers like diaphragm and cervical caps are used along with spermicidal agents. Next spacing method of contraception in females is chemical methods. The most commonly and widely used chemical method is usage of oral contraceptive pills. Oral contraceptive pills or OC pills are recommended in women of younger age up to the age of 35 years. The mechanism of action of oral contraceptive pills is that these pills contain synthetic preparation of estrogen and progesterone, and when taken orally, the plasma concentration of these hormones rises. The raised levels of these hormones exerts their negative feedback effect on the anterior pituitary gland, and inhibits the release of FSH and LH and therefore inhibits ovulation. The various types of oral contraceptive pills are combined pills, also called as classical pill, sequential pill, mini pill, postcoital pill. Combined pills contain both estrogen and progesterone hormone. Best example of combined pill is the brand name Mala D available in the market. These pills are usually taken orally starting from the 5th day of menstrual cycle to 25th day at the same time of a day. Then it is followed by a gap of 7 days when withdrawal bleeding occurs. Combined pills act by three ways. They prevent ovulation, and if ovulation has already occurred, they prevent implantation, and they also make the cervical secretion thick and viscid, which prevents the entry of the sperms. Next type of OC pills are sequential pills. These pills are not used nowadays due to high incidences of cancer. Mini pills are another type of oral contraceptive pills, also called as progesterone-only pills. As the name suggests, they contain only low doses of progesterone in them. Mini pills are taken daily throughout the menstrual cycle. They work by the mechanism that they prevent fertility without inhibiting ovulation, and they also make the cervical mucus thick and decreases the fallopian tube motility. The next type of oral contraceptive pills are postcoital pills, also known as morning after pills. These are not recommended for daily or normal use. These are only used in cases of emergency like after rape, contraceptive failure and unprotected sex. They have very severe side effects like nausea, vomiting, alteration in the period, etc. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of oral contraceptive pills. The advantages of oral contraceptive pills is that they have 100% effectiveness as a contraception. The disadvantages which are caused by long-term use of OC pills are development of hypertension, risk of thromboembolism, disorders like diabetes and obesity, and chances of development of cancer of breast and cervix. The absolute contraindication for oral contraceptive pills are women having cancer of breast and uterus, liver diseases, and hyperlipidemia. Relative contraindication are that female above 35 years of age should not be given oral contraceptive pills. The next category of spacing method of contraception is intrauterine devices or IUCDs. IUCDs are inserted into the uterine cavity for long-term contraception. The devices are usually made up of inert materials like plastic, polythene, and metal. There are two types of intrauterine contraceptive devices available basically, namely non-medicated IUCDs and medicated IUCDs. Non-medicated IUCDs are also called as first-generation IUCDs. Example is Lippes loop. It is an S-shaped IUCD made up of plastic, which is non-toxic and non-tissue reactive. A small amount of barium sulfate is also present to allow its radiographic observation. It is available in different sizes. This diagram shows two different types of intrauterine contraceptive devices. This is a Lippes loop and this one is a copper T or copper IUCD device. The medicated IUCDs are again of two types, second generation IUCD and third generation IUCDs. Second generation IUCDs are made up of metal like copper. Thus, these are called as copper T, Nova 7, Nova T, etc. Copper T is more common in India. These IUCDs release copper ions slowly, which have a strong anti-fertility effect. Third generation IUCDs are hormone releasing devices. They release progesterone hormone and can be used for years. Copper T or other IUCDs can be inserted into the uterus any time during the women's reproductive period except during pregnancy. The most ideal time to insert IUCD is during menstruation or within 10 days of beginning of menstruation. because at this time the cervix is more dilated than normal. It can also be inserted after delivery during the first week. The mechanism of IUCD or the mechanism of action of IUCD is that they prevent implantation and growth of an embryo by evoking aseptic inflammation. Third generation IUCDs also contain hormones like progesterone that alters the mucous composition of the cervix and prevents the entry of sperms through the cervical canal. The advantages of contraception is that these are quite safe, effective and reversible. They also provide long-term contraception without side effects. The disadvantages are IUCDs can sometimes cause heavy bleeding and may cause ectopic pregnancy. Sometimes it may accidentally come out. IUCDs are contraindicated in case of suspected pregnancies, in women having pelvic inflammation or heavy bleeding, and in case of women suffering from cervical cancer. The terminal methods of contraception means permanent sterilization which can be achieved either surgically or laparoscopically. First method of permanent sterilization in females is tubectomy. Here, surgically both the fallopian tubes are cut and then the cut ends are ligated. It is recommended only to those females whose family is completed. This is the diagram showing the cut ends of the fallopian tube which are ligated and buried after cutting. Nowadays, laparoscopic occlusion is more preferred over tubectomy as it is much quicker, simple method and requires no hospitalization of the patient. Next topic is male contraceptive methods. Male contraceptive methods in males can also be divided into spacing and terminal methods. The spacing methods are natural method, barrier method, and chemical method. The natural method, also called as coitus interruptus, is the oldest method of voluntary control of fertility. Here male withdraws or removes his penis before ejaculation. The disadvantage of this method is that it needs practice and discipline from the male side. Also, precoital secretions may contain sperms that can cause pregnancy in spite of withdrawal of the penis. Next method is barrier method. The most preferred method all around the world is usage of condoms. In India, government supplied condoms comes with the trade name Nirod. They are easily available, safe and inexpensive, and they also give protection against STDs. The disadvantage is that it may slip off or tear off during the act of coitus. It also interferes with sexual sensations, thus uncomfortable for some males. The third method is chemical method. Few drugs which inhibit spermatogenesis have been available but not as effective and perfect as oral contraceptive pills of females. These drugs are male pill gossypol. It is a derivative of cottonseed oil and works by the mechanism of effective azoospermia, that is, this drug decreases the sperm count less than 4 million per ml. The disadvantage is that men may become permanently azoospermic after constant use, that is, for more than 6 months, and it is also toxic. The terminal or permanent method of contraception for males is vasectomy. It is a simple operation where about 1 centimeter of piece of the vas deferens is removed after clamping. Then both the cut ends are ligated and sutured. This diagram shows the steps of vasectomy in a simple form. The advantages of vasectomy is that it is a simpler, faster and less expensive procedure and requires no hospitalization and is 100% effective way of contraception. Disadvantages are that it may give rise to complications like spontaneous recanalization of the vas deferens, autoimmune response, and also psychological effects like feeling of loss of sexual vigor and impotency. This finishes today's lecture. Thank you.